parcel delivery for the bench. And look, it is marked most urgent.
I'll be writing to you.
The internet.
What the is the internet?
Chew it and do it.
Yep. All
I
right.
mean, pretty convenient.
Coming from the cannon, too.
If that's the case, right?
Is, yeah. Sounds like a vitamin.
As Jordy said, it's time for OTB Mailbag. You send us your questions. We ask the best ones and answer them. A lot of holiday questions, so I'll try to mix some other ones in. But what is your favorite Christmas candy?
I don't really associate candy
Maybe
with
like treat. Maybe
Christmas.
let's change that. What's your
Okay,
favorite?
Candy cane, peppermint.
So one thing,
Yeah.
I mean a candy cane.
Let's
probably.
say treat.
One thing that my family has always done, we call it coffee cake. I think it's technically what other people call monkey bread, the kind of delicious, doughy, sweet glazed cake type deal. The only day we've ever been allowed to have that is Christmas morning. I don't
Really?
know why.
That's
My
kinda
mom
cool.
will not make it any other day of the year. And so it is still to this day, I look forward so much to just eating that monkey bread, coffee cake, whatever you want to call it, all day long Christmas Day. I absolutely love it. My mouth is watering just thinking about it.
Chew it and do it.
The only thing I can think of is candy canes, but I guess maybe spiked eggnog. What is? I don't
That's
know.
a treat. That's a treat. Yeah.
So I would go for that.
There you go. Yeah, I'm with Nate on that, actually.
Yeah, actually, I didn't know that alcohol was allowed in there. That would definitely be my thing. But if
Well,
we're
you're
gonna-
pregnant, so.
if we're just going straight, yeah. So now this year, I love those. My mother-in-law makes those things, and they're so easy. It's like the Rolos, and then you put the pretzel on top of the Rolo, and you bake them, and so the caramel and everything sort of melts around the
Interesting.
Never
the
had
pretzel. They're like my very favorite thing. And I mean, it's one of those things, kind of like UT Bob. I only eat them at Christmas time. I mean,
Yeah.
I could probably make those things anytime I wanted, but
What's
I just,
the
I don't,
in
I
The
don't.
calendar just has to say December.
in economics, isn't there a principle like forced scarcity where you purposely
Yeah.
make the supply
It
scarce
makes
to
it, it
drive
probably
up?
makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
to drive
sure,
up,
sure.
no, look,
Sure.
to drive up the demand, right? So, like,
Absolutely.
I would
Communication
not,
major over here.
if I ate more coffee cake throughout the year, I would not look forward to it
That's
as much.
true.
But because I deny myself that pleasure, it means that much more.
That makes sense.
Big academic guy here. Thank
We're
you.
gonna take a sharp left turn here. Which is better or worse, Creed versus Nickelback?
Wow, that is a hard left.
Growing up, I was always a big Creed guy.
Okay.
I loved Scott Stapp. With Arms Wide Open would probably be my favorite Creed song. I mean, look, I'm not getting into Creed deep cuts here, but I'm not getting into Nickelback deep cuts either. So I'll take Creed, although Nickelback Photograph, for
Ugh,
whatever
it's my
reason,
least favorite Nickelback song.
it stays in my head almost for my entire life. It's so annoying. It's just always kind of in the back of my mind.
Well, two things. I mean, I'm going to pick Creed specifically because of that scene from The Skulls when Joshua Jackson, like, walks into that, like, fraternity room, you know, and, like, all the women are, like, passing out the drinks and, like, there's, like, elaborate stuff all over. Like, he's been initiated into the Skulls.
Yeah.
And Higher is playing by Creed, which was, like, a pretty cool scene. But I did go see, Nickelback was one of my very first concerts to go to by myself.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, they came to Mississippi State.
I went to...
It was like right after they released that How You Remind Me, you know, record.
What I really
I just
am.
haven't heard any Nickelback. Like, I've never gone near them because when I was young, I heard that they were terrible. So I've never gone near them. I know a little bit of Creed, so I just go for Creed.
What the hell is that on Nathan's head?
Yes, Jordy?
Jordy trying to play something for the
Jordy, this isn't
circus.
going to go well.
Not?
You've got like 4 YouTube tabs open. I see that.
Yeah. Nathan can see everything you're doing. Oh, yeah.
Is there a lot of stuff playing?
No, just this.
Okay, that's
Here we go. This is Creed. Yeah, I'd say the better band is Creed for sure.
I would just like to remind everybody listening that my sister made out with Chad Kroger one time,
that is
Good for her.
and he's exceptionally unattractive.
She a lesbian?
No, that's my other sister.
All right, so Jim Carrey as the Grinch, Will Ferrell as the Elf, or Tim Allen as Santa Claus. Start 'em, sit 'em, or cut 'em.
Okay, so this is easy for me. I'm cutting Tim Allen.
Yeah, I would
off
cut
the
Tim
bat.
Allen very fast.
I'm gonna sit Jim Carrey in the Grinch, although that's incredibly tough for me. I think Will Ferrell as Elf is so spectacular. It's just so funny, and it remains funny. So I'm gonna start Will Ferrell now.
He's good, but personal selection here. I'm a bigger Carrey fan than I am a Ferrell fan,
Yep.
so I'm going to go with Jim Carrey. Start him, sit Will Ferrell, and I'll cut Tim Allen as Santa.
Mine's the same. I would start with Jim Carrey. I love that performance. It's so funny. It's
It
out
is.
there. It creeps me out. And then Elf with
He
Will
fully
Ferrell.
commits to the Grinch bit.
I don't really care about Tim Allen as Santa Claus, really.
It's
just
been a really long time since I've seen Jim Carrey in The Grinch. Like, I just haven't watched it in a really long time. And I actually watched the Santa Claus the other night, and it was cuter than I remember. So I'm going to start Will Ferrell. I'm going to sit Tim Allen. I'm going to cut Jim Carrey only because I haven't seen that movie in forever.
It is weird. It is a really weird performance. I think it can be very off-putting to some people.
What I love is they have the Jim Carrey documentary on Netflix. It goes behind the scenes from him making Man on the Moon with Andy Kaufman, and you get this idea of how like obsessive he is as an actor, is getting into these roles. What was he like to be around when he was playing the Grinch? Because like you said, Nathan, I mean, he goes for it. Like, he fully embodies that character. That's what I want to see Ron Howard. I want to see the making of How the Grinch Stole Christmas circa the year 2000.
What was your all-time favorite Christmas gift as a child?
Oh, when I got an Xbox. It was like the original Xbox. I was so pumped for that.
I remember my first football helmet
Really?
that I got. I remember coming down the hall and seeing a football helmet, a white Rawlings helmet, flaming off the light, and thought to myself, this is incredible, man. Like, put it on, like, wore it half the day.
No way. That's
Went
really
outside,
sweet.
just ran around all day with my football helmet on.
I got two. There was I used to love the vibrating football game.
Yeah.
And so one year I got a giant like Monday Night Football stadium with a
Incredible
couple of
success
teams.
that item had.
Yeah, I mean,
It was everywhere.
So my old man actually still has his vibrating set along with like 20 teams from like the 60s.
Why do I love Bobby Heenan
Like
so much?
60s or 70s. He's obsessed with collecting toys. He has a pretty nice toy collection. But
The cannon.
but yeah, so that was I was
Chew
on that.
it and mother effing do it.
And then like Nathan said, man, both getting the N64 and the first day of the Dreamcast, like just sitting down and playing those gaming systems all day long was just mind blowing because there was nothing out like it at the time.
I don't know if I have. I mean, I had a lot of good gifts, so I don't mean it like that. But I don't know if I can pinpoint one single gift. But I do remember it was like the first real Christmas that I remember, and I think what happened is it was like that first Christmas that my parents knew I was going to understand Christmas, right? So like they were probably more excited about it than me, like the Santa Claus thing. So like I come in and there's like the Michael Jordan like little person basketball goal. There's a bicycle.
yeah.
There's like a miniature kitchen. There was literally anything that my parents could think of to give me because they just wanted to see me be excited about getting gifts as like a little kid. That was a pretty solid.
Ooh, original NES bundled the Mario 3. Love it.
Got one, Nate?
No,
We
it
already
was the
said it.
Xbox. Whenever I got
I was
the
listening.